Sick of formulaic tropes that leave you cold? We are skipping the fluff today. From time loop chaos to witty streetwalks, these 10 films redefine the genre. Welcome back to Screen Curator. Let's upgrade your watch list with movies that will actually make you believe in love. We are kicking off our countdown with a modern classic that understands that sometimes the road to finding true love starts with a devastating detour. You absolutely need to watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall, a film that elevates the awkward, messy reality of heartbreak into a comedic masterpiece. When Peter, a struggling composer, is brutally dumped, he flees to Hawaii for a fresh start, only to find his famous ex staying at the very same resort with her impossibly charismatic new rock star boyfriend. What makes this film so incredibly special is its rare balance of raw vulnerability and hysterical laugh-out-loud comedy. Screenwriter and star Jason Segel actually pulled from his own real-life heartbreak to write this story, injecting the narrative with a level of painful, naked honesty that anyone who has ever loved and lost will instantly recognize. It is a brilliant story about the agonizing, hilarious process of rebuilding yourself when your world has completely shattered. Surrounded by a phenomenally talented ensemble cast and a lush tropical backdrop, this is the ultimate watch for anyone who needs to be reminded that the end of one love story is often just the chaotic, beautiful beginning of a much better one. Coming in at number 9, we have a film that completely redefines the modern romantic comedy, the brilliant, deeply heartfelt masterwork The Big Sick. Based on the real-life courtship of writers Kumail Nanjiani and Emily V. Gordon, this story bypasses the usual glossy Hollywood tropes to deliver something rare: absolute, unfiltered honesty. We follow Kumail, a struggling stand-up comedian navigating his traditional Pakistani family's expectations of an arranged marriage when he falls for Emily. But just as their cultural differences threaten to tear them apart, Emily is suddenly placed in a medically induced coma. What follows is not a tragic melodrama, but a beautifully tender, often hilarious exploration of love in the face of terror. Kumail is thrust into a hospital waiting room with Emily's incredibly protective parents, played with stunning, grounded brilliance by Ray Romano and Holly Hunter. The magic here lies in how the film finds genuine humor in life's most fragile moments. It is a romance where the leading lady is asleep for half the runtime, yet her presence is felt in every frame. If you want a love story that feels earned, raw, and wonderfully human, this is the one that will restore your faith in love. Sliding into our number 8 spot is a film that effortlessly weaponizes existential dread into pure, unadulterated joy. You absolutely need to cue up Palm Springs. This is not your standard run-of-the-mill Groundhog Day clone. It starts in media res with Andy Samberg's Niles, who has been trapped in a sunny wedding day purgatory for so long he has surrendered to a state of hilariously comfortable nihilism. But the real spark ignites when Kristen Miliotti's cynical, fiercely chaotic Sarah gets accidentally dragged into the loop with him. What follows is a delightfully manic, deeply touching exploration of what happens when two broken souls are forced to share infinite time together. Instead of fighting the loop, they weaponize it, turning a cosmic curse into their own private playground of beautiful, reckless rebellion. With its lightning-fast editing and an electric, crackling chemistry between Samberg and Miliotti, this film brilliantly subverts the traditional romantic comedy formula. It argues that even if existence is entirely meaningless, sharing that meaninglessness with the right person is the closest thing to magic we will ever find. If you want a romance that is as sharp-witted as it is surprisingly tender, this is the ride you have been waiting for. Coming in at number 7 on our list, you absolutely need to check out Rye Lane. This film is a brilliant shot of adrenaline modern romance that will make you remember exactly why we fall in love with the movies in the first place. We meet our leads, Dom and Yaz, in the most wonderfully awkward way possible. He is sobbing in a gender-neutral gallery restroom over a brutal breakup, and she overhears him from the next stall. What follows is a sun-drenched, day-long odyssey through the bustling, hyper-colorful streets of South London. Director Rain Allen Miller captures their journey using ultra-wide lenses and intimate direct-to-camera framing. This stylized choice makes Peckham and Brixton feel entirely alive, wrapping you right inside their orbit as if you are walking alongside them. At a lean 82 minutes, the film completely skips the tired, saccharine tropes of the genre. Instead, it relies on electric, rapid-fire banter that feels incredibly authentic, vulnerable, and laugh-out-loud funny. If you want a modern romance that is visually dazzling, effortlessly cool, and guaranteed to leave you wearing a massive grin, this is the one to queue up tonight. Coming in at number 6 on our countdown is a modern classic that completely revitalized the genre, the brilliant and endlessly charming, crazy, stupid love. The story kicks off with a devastating blow when Cal Weaver, played with a heartbreakingly relatable earnestness by Steve Carell, finds his perfect suburban life shattered when his wife asks for a divorce. Adrift in a sea of self-pity at a local lounge, he is taken under the wing of Jacob Palmer, a suave, hyper-confident master of modern seduction played by Ryan Gosling. What follows is a beautifully constructed multi-generational tapestry of romance that manages to be both hilariously sharp and deeply touching. Instead of relying on tired cliches, this film vibrates with an electric, lived-in energy driven largely by the legendary spark-showering chemistry between Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, culminating in an iconic, largely improvised late-night conversation that will make you fall in love with them falling in love. It is a gorgeous, laugh-out-loud reminder that love is chaotic, messy, and absolutely worth the madness. If you want a film that perfectly balances razor-sharp wit with genuine, warm-hearted sincerity, this is the one you need to queue up next. Sliding into our number 5 spot, you absolutely need to RSVP to the brilliant, hilariously sharp, and deeply affecting romantic comedy +1. This film thrusts us headfirst into a very specific modern nightmare, the endless, suffocating gauntlet of wedding season. Maya Erskine and Jack Quaid star as Alice and Ben, lifelong platonic best friends who agree to survive this grueling marathon of cringe-inducing receptions, bad speeches, and awkward singles tables by acting as each other's permanent date. What makes this ride so incredibly intoxicating is its fierce commitment to real-world authenticity. Directed by the creative minds behind the hit series Pen 15, the film completely eschews glossy, idealized Hollywood tropes in favor of a raw, intimate, handheld aesthetic. The dialogue crackles with a chaotic improvisational energy as Alice and Ben weaponize biting cynicism to mask their growing, terrifying vulnerability. It is a masterclass in romantic chemistry. Every lingering look and defensive jab feels entirely earned. For anyone tired of predictable meet-cutes, +1 offers a delightfully messy, laugh-out-loud perspective on how easily the safest friendship can transform into the most thrilling romance of your life. At number 4 on our countdown, you absolutely need to queue up the delightfully sharp modern romance, Always Be My Maybe. This film brilliantly captures the bittersweet friction of reconnecting with the one who got away. We follow Sasha, a wildly successful celebrity chef returning to her hometown of San Francisco, only to collide with Marcus, her childhood sweetheart, who is still living at home and playing in the exact same local band. It is a classic clash of skyrocketing ambition versus comfortable complacency, wrapped in the warm, golden glow of nostalgia. What makes this such an essential addition to your watch list is its incredible natural chemistry. Ali Wong and Randall Park co-wrote this as a vibrant love letter to classic romantic comedies, and that passion shows in every single witty exchange. And of course, we must highlight that legendary, heavily improvised cameo by Keanu Reeves, playing a hilariously pretentious version of himself, which perfectly satirizes the absurdity of modern celebrity culture. If you want a movie that delivers genuine belly laughs while still treating its central romance with deep sincerity and emotional maturity, this is the perfect cozy watch to make you believe in love again. Coming in at number 3 on our list, you absolutely need to check out Fire Island. This sun-drenched, incredibly sharp romantic comedy is a brilliant modern-day queer reimagining of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Instead of Regency England, we are swept away to the legendary beach community of Fire Island Pines. Here, Joel Kim Booster and Bowen Yang lead a gorgeous, tight-knit chosen family on their annual week-long summer escape. The core conflict is delicious. While Noah is determined to secure a summer fling for his hopeless romantic best friend, he unexpectedly collides with Will, a reserved, wealthy doctor who plays the Darcy to Noah's Lizzie Bennett. The film brilliantly balances raunchy, high-energy humor with a deeply affectionate look at modern gay culture. Director Andrew Ahn captures a glossy, nostalgic atmosphere that feels like a warm, salt-crusted dream. It is a story about shedding defenses, navigating class anxieties within your own community, and finding authentic, breathtaking connection. This is not just a breezy summer watch, it is a gorgeously shot love letter to friendship and identity. If you are looking for a rom-com that is fiercely funny, fiercely loyal, and deeply romantic, this is your perfect getaway. We are approaching the absolute peak of our countdown, and at spot number 2, you absolutely need to experience the transcendent magic of About Time. On its surface, this is a story about a young man named Tim who discovers he can travel back in time to fix his own awkward mistakes and win the heart of the brilliant Mary. But do not let the sci-fi hook fool you. Director Richard Curtis crafts what he calls an anti-time travel movie. There are no world-ending stakes or complex paradoxes here. Instead, the film uses this fantastical premise to illuminate the exquisite, low-fidelity beauty of ordinary human connection. Bathed in the warm, naturalistic glow of the English coast and intimate domestic spaces, it is a film that morphs from a charming laugh-out-loud courtship into a deeply poignant love letter to life itself. It teaches us that even if we had the power to redo every single day, the real triumph is learning to cherish the messy, unpredictable moments exactly as they happen. If you want a film that will make you laugh, cry, and desperately want to hug the people you love, this is the masterpiece your heart has been waiting for. At the absolute summit of our list is a film that completely redefines modern romance, the brilliantly sharp, hilariously honest Sleeping with Other People. Often championed as the ultimate romantic comedy for people who actually hate romantic comedies, this gem follows Jake and Lainey, two self-destructive relationship saboteurs who reconnect years after a messy college one-night stand. Realizing they are both utterly incapable of fidelity, they make a desperate pact to keep their new magnetic bond strictly platonic. What follows is a masterclass in combustible chemistry and delicious tension. By stripping away the sanitized, glossy tropes of the genre, the film lets its characters be beautifully flawed, chaotic, and devastatingly real. Their connection is built on unfiltered honesty, shared neuroses, and a legendary, incredibly funny sex ed demonstration involving a green tea bottle that you have to see to believe. It is electric, witty, and surprisingly profound. If you are tired of predictable love stories and crave something that feels genuinely alive, incredibly funny, and deeply romantic in its messiness, this is the crowning masterpiece your watch list deserves. It will make you believe in love all over again. And that's our list of cinematic experiences for 10 romantic comedy movies that will actually make you believe in love. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe and join the community. Beyond the grand gestures, which of these films best captures the messy, quiet compromise that actually keeps a relationship alive? If that grounded chemistry is what you crave, you'll love our deep dive into older woman, younger man romances. So click the video on screen right now.